Blanton's for $99. E.H. Taylor. And Eagle Rare. Man, I'm going to have a hard time leaving this on the shelf. Wow. 9 year, 4 month, 146.52 proof. Straight rye. What's going on, everybody? It's the Bourbon Hunter. We are here in the state of Florida now. Super excited to be here. And we're going to check out a few stops today. First up, Golden Ox. Now, if you remember correctly, I had some success at one of these. I got a Sagamore 8-year rye from one of these last time I was in Jacksonville. We're in Jacksonville, we're heading through St. Augustine. Tomorrow we're going to Orlando. I might go to Orlando today. I don't know, but let's go inside and see what they got. All right, so funny enough, I'll walk in and we got a fan of the channel in here.
What's up?
All right, so you're bourbon hunting today?
Yeah, there was a couple things I'm looking for.
Because they just opened, right?
Yeah, just now.
Okay, so I saw you looking at the Russell's pick right here when I walked in. That kind of caught my eye. Let's see. What is this? How many years is it? An 8-year Walmart barrel select. Interesting that it's a Walmart select. Eagle Rare 2-bottle bundle. Anything worthwhile up there? And Unobtainium. Interesting.
These red ones are great. Van Duzen.
The Van Duzens? Yeah. I love the Screaming Titan. Have you ever had that?
No, I have not.
Dude.
It's really good.
Oh my goodness. I killed an entire bottle of that one
Did you?
weekend. Yeah, with some friends. It's great to share. It's like the perfect like weeded proof.
Yeah.
For a weeded bourbon. It's perfect proof. I think Redwood said they're gonna start working on doing single barrels at some point, which would be really cool.
That's not Camp Nelson, is it? No, it's not.
No. Insight Premium Select single barrel. I don't see Bardstown single barrels very often where I'm from. Caribou Crossing Barrel Select. I have one, man. They're so sweet, but some people like them.
Never had that either.
It's like you take Crown Royal and add like maple syrup to it. It's even worse. Oh, here's another shelf too. You got any other spots you're going to today?
No. Just stopped in.
Rye 3 Cigar Series.
All right, bud, take care of yourself.
Hey, thank you. I'll see you later. Rye 3 Cigar Series, $114. Madeira, rum, and Naraha. That's a stunning label, to be honest. I love the look of that label. Nulu, experimental finish. What is this finished in? Experimental finish. Various wine, brandy, and cognac barrels. Oh, okay. Interesting. You got the bourbon finished in, oh, here's a double oak. 4-grain, a 4-grain double oak. That's funky looking. What is that coming in at? 58.2% ABV. Let's see. See, these stores always have little gems. Like, that's why people like him come in here all the time, is they're trying to find those random ones that they put out. Short barrel double oak series, straight bourbon finished in toasted oak barrels. Ooh, that looks really good. And a cognac rum and tawny port from Short Barrel. I'm starting to really enjoy like meeting people, and it's really cool. We'll see if that happens again today. Walk down this aisle all the way here. Let's see. You never know what they have. You never know. So check out this little bourbon selection here. Got a little aisle. No way. Some Four Roses. Oh, Evan Williams single barrel for $34.99. 1 liter of Early Times Bonded for $14.99. 1 liter. That is a good bottle for a good price. That's the cheapest I've ever seen this bottle. Literally ever. It is not a black top, but that's a good bottle. Calumets. The 16, 15, 10, and then the small batches. I think Clyde Mays gets a lot of hate, and I don't know much about them, but it is on sale here. Kind of, you never know what'll be on the floor at some of these places. Let's see. I would love to find the new Sagamore 9-year rye. That would be a really good pickup.
You probably seen another Golden Ox over there, right? I think Normandy one.
I'm not from here.
Oh no.
No, I'm from South Carolina.
Oh, I got
So I just actually landed on an airplane like an hour ago.
Oh, did you? Wow.
Yeah, so I'm getting the lay of the land. I texted some subscribers and I asked them kind of where to go and what to do, and they recommended this place.
But I do get a lot of other people's barrel picks.
Yeah, no, I mean barrel picks are the way to go nowadays. They're
It's most so I mean we get them when we choose our barrel, but we only get like one case.
Yeah.
Because we have like 13, 14 stores.
okay.
So they split them up.
And you said there's another Golden Ox down the road that might have more single barrels, or?
There might. So Golden Ox, we split them up.
Mhm.
So once we get them, we sell out pretty quick.
Yeah, yeah. There's a cast strength. Is that cast strength 13th Colony right there?
Yeah, that's last year.
How much do these go for?
I think it's $100, $105.
$100. 120 proof.
This is the last remaining of these two available.
That's funny. That's just sitting there. You never know. Like stuff just kind of sits places.
So the thing is, when they send us this stuff, we don't have a room for it, so
Yeah.
we just hand sell them.
Yeah, you
And
just.
once it's gone, we don't. That's why we don't make a room on
Yeah.
shelving.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And this is another one.
What is that?
Whiskey 904 lead.
New England Barrel Company. Okay, I've heard of them.
So you know Whiskey 904.
I
They
do
done
not.
This selection with the actually it's
Okay.
a PJ and
112, 121.2 proof. What's the sticker on the back? New England Booty. That's cool. I've never had their stuff. Is it good whiskey or is it kind of? Is it okay?
We had as a Golden Ox. We did it the first one that he brought in Florida.
Okay.
It was like 5 years ago.
And that one's pretty good. How old is it? Do you know?
I think 7.5 years.
What's the price?
This is $59.99.
Okay, for a 7-year whiskey, that's not bad at all.
It's 6 or 7.
6.75. So 6.75. Well, I'd love to get this if it's $100 or less. I don't.
Yeah, we have other store. It's a PJ down.
PJs?
Yeah.
I was told to go to PJs later.
We partner with them.
Yeah, I was told to go to PJs, and I kind of got like a route that I'm going on.
Oh, okay.
Let me think about this. 111 for stop of the day.
So it's like a 105 plus tax.
Yeah. Can I see the bottle one more time,
Okay.
if you don't mind? Distilled in Indiana, aged and bottled by 13th Colony. You know what? I'm gonna leave this here for somebody else. I have 2 of them. I really don't need 3, so I'm gonna leave that here for
Are they
somebody else.
producing regularly, or they just making it like a
I don't know, man.
couple of? It's hard to tell, huh?
It's got 10,000 bottles on the side, so bottle number 10,274. So obviously they made quite a bit of
So
them.
I think that this batch they probably made.
But I've seen them a lot more often. I have 2, and I've only opened 1 because you can only drink 1 at a time, you know. So I think I'm just gonna leave it here.
That and,
Somebody would be very excited to pick that up.
That and the what was it? The short barrels. They started releasing.
Yeah, short barrel. Yep.
Quite a bit now.
Well, good. Thank you for letting me do
thank
my
you.
thing, man.
Appreciate it,
Yep. Good
What's
luck.
your name?
Hunter.
Hunter.
Yep.
Okay.
And the channel is Bourbon Hunter.
Oh,
I tried to
there
keep
you
it
go.
simple. Yeah. Good deal. Thank you so
All
much.
right, thank you.
So, I may look like a wuss. It's the first stop of the day. I have an entire weekend of bourbon hunting. $111 for a cask strength 13th Colony MGP bourbon. I'm just gonna pass on that for now. I do have some already, but that's a good find. I mean, if you haven't had one, totally pick it up for that price. But if you have some already, why take it out of the locals' hands? Let's go around town and see what we got next. I don't know what our next stop is, but you'll see in just a second. Next stop on our trip around St. Augustine and Jacksonville, PJ Liquor. Another recommendation from a Patreon member and Discord user. So check those out, Discord, Patreon, website, whatever. Let's go inside and check out PJ's. All right, so it took some convincing, but the store owner's gonna let me film. So we are here, and look at the size of this store. Not too shabby, huh? Obviously there are incredibly allocated products up there on the shelf. We will go view those in just a moment. But first off, Let's see what is here on the end cap. So, $89.99 Total Wine, Old Forester single barrel, the same single barrel from Bardstown, $80. Great deal right there. Russell's, probably the same Russell's. 8-year, nope, this one's different. Golden Ox PJ Liquor, 8-year, and that is Warehouse TYF. Obtainium, check that out. 11-year Obtainium. Same one from the last store, but I did not see the age statement on it. It's right there. These are interesting. I have really, not interesting, synonym for the word interesting. Since y'all clowned on me so much last video, I said the word interesting like 60 times. Here you go. This is fascinating. Check this out. So, short barrel bee's knees, the Sap Squatch, which toasted maple syrup barrels for $100. 750 milliliters, so that's good. I might have to get that. And that's a single barrel selection. Oh, dude, come on. What's the proof? 118, right up my alley. Okay, incredible bottle. I'm gonna have to get this, I think. See, save $100 somewhere and get something different somewhere else. That's what bourbon hunting is all about. Double Oak Series, batch, honey barrel for Florida, bee's knees, and then a Double Oak Series as well. So, very cool to see that here. And all the rye 3s down here too. I love rye 3. I think they make some of the best rye in the market at a reasonable price for the most part. These are meticulously blended ryes, especially if you can find a single barrel like I found in Savannah. So far so good, but haven't even gone down the main shelf here. Look at the size of this shelf. And then I see some allocated stuff up there. Let's hope the pricing is competitive, but we'll see. And yeah, so I'm looking for the new High West Burr Rye. It just hit in Charleston, and of course it hit yesterday, which is like the day before I left, so I didn't have time to. But here's one. Sealbox 10-year. Sealbox sent me their 9-year that they made, I think last year, and I thought it was rather delicious. $121 is right on the money for how much they charge for these. That's a good bottle. I would recommend, if you don't have a Sealbox 10-year, I think it's an MGP bourbon. Distilled in Kentucky, nope. So sourcing from somewhere else now. Very interesting. Nope. Very particular. If you don't have one, I'd get one. See how easily these 13th colonies blend in with the cask strengths? You'd never know that you walk past the cask strength. Never know. Horse Soldier. Not the biggest fan of them. Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. A124. $94. It was funny when I was asking to film, the owner was like, how much does it cost me? I was like, no. It doesn't cost you anything. Just let me do it. Just let me film and I'll get out of your hair. Like, I'll be gone in 10 minutes. Man, these are so good. Look at that price too. $64. That's cheap. 12th anniversary blend. I'm a huge fan of Chattanooga. I may be in the minority there, but I do love their stuff. Four Roses single barrel. There is the new Wild Turkey 8-year that everybody is loving for a really good price. Majority of the time, I don't know how much they are here, obviously. And look, it was $14.99 at the last store. $14.99 at the last store, and now $17. So very cool to see the difference, especially when they're partners. Woodford batch proof. Pretty cool. I have this one, and I think it's good, but oh, here we go. Here we go. Blue Note. Wow, he's got a lot of them. Cask finish series. This is what I was talking about in the last video. What is this one finished in? Let's see here. A blend of straight bourbon whiskeys finished in cognac, vanilla, cognac, sherry, port, triple sec. Oh my gosh, there's a million barrels that these were finished in. And what's the price? $224. Oh, that is not worth it at all. But cool to see. These, I have tried these before. Maybe not this particular one, but the Blue Note cask finish, man, and they are good. They are so good. There's old Bardstown. I thought that was a Kentucky only. Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought that was a Kentucky only. $55.99. Huh. Got all your rye whiskeys over here. You know, pretty large bourbon selection. Pretty large. Now let's go check behind the counter at all these allocated bottles. There you go, Jack Daniel's 12. And the 10. I love the Redwood Empire stuff. Eagle Rare, Small Batch E.H. Taylor, and the Booker's Little Book, None for Granted 2025. That's the new one. I love these. These are really good. Big fan of those. That's the 1422 release. Wow, that's pretty old. And then, of course, you got your Van Winkle Family Reserve. The Wild Turkey Generations. That's a bottle from a year or two ago. And then I got to try this. Actually, my friend Matt from Whiskey Wisdom sent me this bottle, and those are really good bottles right there. Big fan of those. And you got the Big Mac Daddy of them all. How much is the Double Eagle Very Rare? $5,000? Or $5? You held up number 5. I was gonna see if you'd bite on it. Yeah? Hey, I'll split it with you. $2.50 each. The Keeper's Release. $77, that's the best price I've seen for these in a long time. That's a good release. A lot of people say it's better than the Heart Release too. So if you haven't gotten the Keeper's Release, definitely grab one. And then James E. Pepper Decanter. Batch number, they're on high batches now. Number 61. You got a little Blanton's and a little Blanton's Gold here too. How much the brewer? Wonderful. Letter S. Stag Junior for $200. All right, I'm gonna get the Sap Squatch.
But here, today's boxing tip: always keep your guard up, even against a Douglas fir.
Because why not?
Awesome. All good to go. Do you want a receipt for that?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Absolutely. Have a
All
good
right.
day.
Yes, ma'am. You too. All right. We got the Sap Squatch. And it's a beautiful sunny day out here. I mean, can't get better than that. 118 proof single barrel Sap Squatch. I didn't know they made single barrel Sap Squatches from Short Barrel, but maybe they do. Awesome store. PJs definitely have the allocated stuff, but tourist kind of prices. I think every now and then you're gonna find a hole in the wall spot like that. It's gonna have some cool stuff though. That's what we just found. On to the next stop. Let's go stop number 3 today. We are at Shores Liquor, which is a well-known chain across all of Florida. They typically are like a big box store. They don't have allocated unless it goes on the shelf at MSRP and random drops and stuff like that is what I heard. Let's go inside and check them out. Oh, the one in the little bag with the decanter. It's like the not decanter series. It's got the bag. Yeah, the shelf available one, right? No, I hadn't seen it yet.
It's right here. That's
Oh,
the
okay,
sticker.
okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
But not this one.
Not the double oak.
Those are just in here.
Yeah, because it might be a batch. It says batch number 1 on the side, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
You ever had these 9-year pin hooks? These are good. This is a single barrel too? Woo! $80 for a 9-year? That's right on the money, year per age right there. Check out that sticker right there. Wow, I might have to look into that. Y'all don't do tastings or anything, do you?
We do.
You do?
Yeah, we have tasting all the time.
Okay. I'd be curious to see what this pin hook tastes like. Because I don't own a single barrel pin hook, and that is a great price. That's $80 for a 9-year bourbon. That's an incredible price. And then there's some Buckners. Buckners.
Okay. He's gonna go check.
Okay,
We have one.
wonderful. And this is a single barrel, huh? Blanton's Gold single barrel. Yeah. So you got Blanton straight from the barrel, $2.99, and then a single barrel Blanton's Gold for $1.99. And then look at this, sealed box straight bourbon whiskey.
Oh, you want to do the price? Because I was thinking that's a very tacky tag.
No. Please. This is as very unprofessional as possible.
all right.
I just kind of shoot from the hip, and it's very natural, right? I'm not trying to shoot a commercial. We're here just having fun, talking about what you got. And if somebody walks through the door tomorrow, this is exactly what it's going to look like. And, you know, we're not trying to do up anything, you know? Make it natural. Rum finished in George T. Stagg barrels. So you know the channel?
Yeah.
Cool, man. What's your name?
Norman.
Hunter. Nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, I've seen it a few times come across. I'm always interested in looking to see what's, what's going on in the world.
You typically shop around here, or?
So I live in Palm Coast, which is about 30 minutes south of here.
Okay.
But
Is that near St. Augustine?
Just about.
Okay.
And I stop here when I'm in town, so.
Cool.
And then I'll be up in Jacksonville today, so I'll have a couple.
Nice. Well, here, man, let me give you this. Here's a sticker for you,
Cool.
just in case. I always try and keep some for people that shout me out, you know.
All right,
so,
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
What do you typically look for? Like, are you looking for allocated stuff, or? I mean, most guys are, right? I mean, you don't have to be ashamed of that, but.
I have a bunch of allocated stuff, so it's not really, what I'm doing right now. Store picks is kind of
Your thing.
trying to figure
What's
it out.
the size of your collection? What would you say?
Probably 50, 60 bottles.
Okay, so you're still to the point where your wife's not gonna like yell at you,
No,
right?
she's into it as well.
Okay, cool.
So she loves the store pick. She's an Old Forester fan, so we actually have that tradition.
I just picked a barrel with them 2 weeks ago. Yep. So
She's got
excited.
about 6 of her own bottles.
Do you?
She's really into the Blantons, collecting the leathers.
Yeah. Are you into more of the blue label Old Forester or the black label 100 proof?
I haven't had the Black Label 100.
Really? Okay.
We've had the Statesman. We've had the King Ranch.
Yeah.
The 1910 is probably my favorite.
That's so good. Like, if I try and recommend a bottle of Old Forester to somebody, that's the one I go with because it's the most approachable. It's so sweet, so good. I love it.
Yeah, I like the double oak. So
Yeah.
that was one. I think that was one that she got started with, and then she just she likes that Old Forester.
Yeah. That's awesome, man.
And
Are you?
It depends on what day of the week it is. I sipped something that was delicious last week. It's not as good, and I'll try to find something that my palate wants that way.
What's your go-to bottle right now?
Probably the Woodford Double Oak, I would say.
Okay. Okay. Have you
But I
tried
find
the
my-
double oak yet?
I've had the double oak. I still picked it
At a bar or something?
No, I have the bottle.
Oh, you bought it?
Yeah, so Total Wine had it down
Okay.
in Daytona, and in a blind, the double oak beat the double oak for me and my wife.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So we've only had 2 glasses out of it. Maybe it needs to open up a bit more.
Yeah. I'd say for the price tag, man, that's an incredible difference, isn't it? You see that Heaven Hill up there? That 19? That 19? $6.99. Yeah, I think MSRP for that one this year is
375.
300. I think it's 300 exactly.
So I've seen a few guys get them, but
I don't own a Blanton's Gold. And a store pick would be cool, but I don't have any. $99 for Blanton's is pretty good. I mean, that's standard nowadays. Yeah. Blanton's for 99 is standard.
so we get them, in Florida, Walmart carries them, and the prices are insane.
Well, Walmart is like the biggest buyer of everything ever.
So it's hard to beat the Walmart prices on this.
Yeah. They're so hit or miss, though. They really are. Ooh.
I believe we get monthly drops here in Florida.
Did you see this? You see this batch 11 Found North?
I'll take a sip.
Dude. Oh, man. You see the proof on that, too? 65. Almost 65% alcohol, which we put it at, what is that? I can't do math right now. 130.
With a customer or what? Yes. Okay, when you're done, you want
Whoa.
to try this one so you get a good idea about it.
Is this new? This Bottled and Bond from High West?
Yeah, I actually just got that in a couple days ago. So.
Are y'all getting any of the Burr Rye in anytime soon?
For rye?
Yeah.
I haven't heard of it. No.
Okay.
I've heard it coming in now.
It's got the little like jackrabbit thing looking on it.
Yeah.
Y'all have an OFC?
Yeah. 2006.
How much do y'all want for that?
4,000.
Yeah, that's about right. What about this one? $5,000 or
4,000 as well.
4,000? Okay.
I had a 25 and we sold that one.
Wow.
So that was 18.
So 2006 OFC.
Yep.
These are the empty ones too.
Yeah.
They're somewhere else. The bottles are somewhere
I'm
else.
locked up. Yeah, so definitely.
Awesome, man.
We got a couple.
We got Louis 13 too.
Wow.
I got a couple of kids back here too. Look at this.
Ooh.
Rare 17.
Eagle Rare 17.
Okay.
101 proof Eagle Rare, fall 2022. Wow.
Okay, pretty.
Yeah. Let's compare. Just kidding. So this is 112 proof, 112.8 proof, 2024 release, single barrel vertical series, 9-year pin hook for $80. Let's give it a shot here. All right. Mind if we give this a try here?
Yeah,
This pin hook. Here we go. Ooh, and a Thomas H. Handy.
Thomas.
I assume those are not for sale.
These are for sale. This one's 2,000. This one's 600.
Ooh. So 2,000 for the Eagle Rare 17, and what was the Thomas H. Handy for?
6.
600. Got you. Oh, here you go, buddy. It's funny. Second or third time I've been recognized today. It's so weird.
Okay.
Yeah, one guy in the airport, and then one guy at the first liquor store, and then you.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's
weird.
You know.
I'm just a
I don't
redneck
know
with a
if-
camera, dude.
Yeah, I don't know if it's getting popular again, but
Yeah.
you know, I had last night.
Yeah.
And, I had a
Dude.
I had a Weller 12-year last night. Is what I had. So.
Oh, nice. I wish they didn't make that bottle a screw top. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
It's like
I see.
I don't think they'll ever
Oh.
change it, but come on.
So I had the antique 107 too. Is that a screw top as well? Or also
No.
a screw top? Or that's
The Weller 12 and the Green Label Special Reserve, the only screw top ones.
So yeah, ABC here has Weller. You know, they get it once a month as well. So I always have a supply of Weller Special Reserve too.
That's pretty good, man.
No, he's
It's got a lot more of like a more cinnamon kick on the tongue. None of that was in the nose, but I'm getting like a really good cinnamon kick on the tongue, like a red hot, like a cinnamon red hot.
I got the cinnamon. It didn't hit me red hot.
It's right in the middle of your tongue.
It smelled to me.
Oh, really? It does taste pretty good. You ever tried those Blue Note cast finish series?
I haven't had that yet.
$239. Finished bourbon in port, Madeira, sherry, oak, Naranja, and cognac.
Okay.
You know how many different barrels they had to put that thing in?
Yeah. So I haven't had much finished stuff in general.
Look at that. Finished stuff
Got quite a bit
is,
of caramel in the middle of that one.
the more I sip it, the better it gets, for sure. So I may be wrong, but I think Pinhook does have some of their own stuff in some barrels, but that is a vertical series, which is it goes up each year, like the age.
Okay.
So it's like 7 years, 8 years, then 9 years, and you know,
So they get the MPG.
MGP stuff. Yeah.
product,
Are you a
and
fan
they
of
flavor
MGP? This is not
that
flavored.
Penelope?
That is, yeah.
I have not. MGP then.
I hate Penelope. Boo. Boo Penelope. Oh. So Smoke Wagon's MGP.
Okay.
And the uncut, unfiltered is good. This is not really, the price point doesn't really make sense until you get to this particular release right here. Those are pretty good. Let's see what other MGP we got here. I'm pretty sure Dark Arts is, but I think they're overpriced.
Okay. I haven't had that.
Have you ever had anything from 1792? This is a Sazerac. Yeah,
I've
that
got a bottle to
bottle
in
and
Texas
bond.
waiting for me.
Dude, that is so good. That's really good. So Rebel and Old Scout. These are the ones I was looking for.
I just got a cask drink, the Rebel.
Yeah.
Store pick out of Tampa.
So that's MGP. Yep, that's Lux Row Distillers. That's great.
So I do have one of those.
Yeah, that's great. That's the one I would recommend to kind of start your journey with them at MGP. And then I think that's all I would recommend right now. Are you a big Redwood Empire fan? Have you ever had anything from them?
So I had the Pipe Dream.
Uh-huh.
That's okay.
That was okay?
Yeah.
All right.
But you know, I'm not a big Blanton's fan either. So.
Have you had the 101 proof Pipe Dream? Because that
I've
one,
not. I do want to get more.
That one knocked your
Redwood
socks off.
Empire product, but I've got so much right now. I still got to get through a lot of things.
Yeah, I agree. Knob Creek 12, you ever had that?
So I have 12. I've got 2 bottles of 12. So,
Okay.
I do like that.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
The 9 really wasn't for me, but I like the 12.
Let's see. I don't know if there's...
And I just got I love Rare Breed. Earlier you asked me what my go-to was. It's probably Rare Breed.
Rare Breed is your go-to. Okay. You ever had this $40?
I have a bottle of it at the house. I haven't opened it yet.
Yeah, I think you'll like that. If you're a Wild Turkey fan, I think you'll like that. That's typically pretty good. But you see, this is their
Okay.
the 8-year, right? This is the part of the vertical series, and that's also MGP. So it's like the fact that they have, and look, this is even more expensive than their store pick, right? So I mean, if you were to get one, the store pick would be the one, in my opinion. Nulu is also MGP. I think they do a good job. Nulu's good. I would get a store pick Nulu though. Just to make sure that somebody hand selected it. That's the route I would go. And it's normally not aged unless you do get a store pick, so that's kind of gives you more value. Okay. Right. Green River is great, especially if you like a weeded one. Like if you like that Weller, if you like that Weller, best $35 weeded you can find on the shelf every day. Okay. Green River, man. And it's a cool game you can play with your friends. So if you set this on the ground, you see that horseshoe? Okay. If you're trying to play a drinking game with your friends or something, you set it, and there's an opening right there. You see that? You use a quarter, and you play hockey. Yep. And if you make it, they take a sip. And you just keep going back and forth. It's kind of fun.
I do like weeded, so larceny.
Oh, here it is. This is the one I was telling you about.
Okay.
That's the 7-year cast strength weeded from them. This is the best thing they've came out with in a long time, in my opinion.
I do have a bunch of larceny. I probably have 4 bottles of the larceny.
Larceny's good too, yeah. I'm kind of split though. Should I get the Pinhook or should I splurge and get the 18-year Found North? I'm kind of like right in the middle right now.
Yeah, I mean the Pinhook was good. I'm not sure how much better the other one's going to be.
It's a Canadian though.
Okay, I'm not big on Canadian whiskeys.
It doesn't drink like a Canadian, but it is technically like a Canadian whiskey. You ever had Obtainium before? It's similar to those, which I think most people are very approached to because it's not like a Crown Royal sweet, you know.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not a big Crown Royal.
I was in college, not anymore. They got Buffalo Trace here on the shelf. Come on, focus. $31.99 for Buffalo Trace on the shelf.
That's pretty common here too.
Is it?
We've always got Buffalo Trace on there.
And that was in Kentucky.
We'll do one with it.
He's gonna get one. There you go. I think that's a great decision, to be honest with you. And then Baumburgers for $150. If you have never had a Baumburgers, see this is.
I've got an open 10 and an unopened. Require somebody to get there.
Man, I'm gonna have a hard time leaving this on the shelf. Hey man, thank you so much. Yeah, thanks for your time and everything. Good luck.
You're a bigger guy than I thought from your videos.
Oh yeah?
Who you calling Pinhead?
Yeah.
Well, you're a big guy too, man. What are you saying?
Nobody, sees me on a video and kind of tries to figure out what.
Yeah. So you've seen it? You've seen it?
Your
Oh,
videos
cool.
are good.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. What are you looking for? You having him write
Well,
some
I came
stuff
in.
down?
There's a rare character store pick, 146 proof.
Yeah.
Around,
Somebody told me about
Yeah,
that.
but I missed it.
They're all gone?
I work from home most of the time, but I had to
Yeah.
go in the office yesterday, and it was like a couple days, and I think the barrel only yielded like 80 bottles. Or
Yeah. It had the punching gloves on it, the boxing gloves, right? Yeah. Somebody told me to look for that while I was here, and I was like, dude, I know that's gone.
I had it yesterday.
You had it
Yeah,
yesterday?
it lasted like a day and a half, right?
Oh, like an hour it was gone.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I got back last night. I called every.
Oh, you got one for yourself? Yeah, I'd love to see it at least. Yeah, she's like, oh, I got one. So this is it, huh? Wow. And y'all did this? Y'all picked this one out? And who designed the sticker?
Degenerated wolf.
Wow. 9-year, 4-month, 146.52 proof. Straight rye. That. I'm happy that sold out for y'all because those are cool. That's awesome. Did you pick out the pink on top? No?
No, I didn't get a choice to pick.
Oh, really? And who distills this particular one? Let's see. Distilled in Tennessee, aged in Kentucky, bottled by Rare Character. There you go. That is pretty freaking cool. Wow, congratulations on that, especially for selling out so fast. That's proud. That's something to be proud of. Especially, I mean, people were talking about that in my Discord. They were just like, man, you got to look for those. I don't know if you know of any store that has any left, but I'd love to try to find one in town.
Yeah.
If you,
I think
you
it's
know,
sold out.
they're all gone.
Yeah.
Darn. Yeah. That's what I get for being a day late, right? Day late and a dollar short. Well, cool. I appreciate y'all letting me look around. I really do. Last stop for the afternoon here at the Big Browdy liquor store. Looks like a pretty decent sized place. Let's go inside and see what they have. Then I got a question because I don't own a Jack 12 and I'd love to own one.
Okay.
I have to buy
That,
this particular.
correct. Either
Okay.
that or this was actually from the owner. You could buy one of our Larceny, which is King of Wheat,
Okay.
which would be like a Pappy Van Winkle on steroids, in my personal opinion.
Okay.
And that's this one. So either of those two.
Okay. Private barrel from them. Oh, that's nice. Not that one, this one.
Yeah,
Got
correct.
you. Okay,
Yep.
and that's 79?
Yep.
I love Larceny, man.
Yeah.
I have quite a few Elijah Craigs. I may go with the Larceny.
Yep. So
And then
not a problem.
could I get one or the other, or can I get
You
both?
have. I has to be one of them. Yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
But if I buy
If you
two,
buy two of them, then you can get one of each.
okay.
I can't sell you two 12s, but if you got a 10 and a 12 and got a store pick in each, then yes.
So 2 store picks,
And
10,
then
12.
You can get a 10 and 12.
Okay,
Yep.
cool. Well, thanks for the
Yeah, my pleasure.
straightforwardness. So this is their bourbon selection here. Pretty extensive. Not the biggest we've seen today, but definitely organized. And then look, rare character single barrel. 8 year, 10 month, 115 proof, $99. Seeing these pop up all over, every single store. Distilled in Kentucky, aged in Kentucky. So that's pretty cool. It's so interesting. Rare character is obviously sourcing from a lot of places. You never know which ones you're going to find. Decadence, got to shout it out, 109. The Peerless, and all the other kind of, oh, look at this. 6 year, 107 proof Yellowstone. $40? Are you serious? That is cheap. That is so cheap. So, like that gentleman just said, you have to purchase a store pick, and it has to be either this private single barrel, King of Wheat, 127 proof for $79.98. To get the Jack 10 for pretty much retail. It's a little mucked up, but honestly for those it's impossible to find. Or the Elijah Craig private barrel, which I have like 10 private barrels from Elijah Craig. I only have one private barrel from Larceny, so I know I'm gonna do a private barrel from Larceny, and I'll get a Jack 12. I need a Jack 12. I don't have one. I have the 10, I have the 14. I need the Jack 12 for sure. Look at this. This looks funky. What is that? Dancing Panda, 10 year, straight bourbon whiskey, 100 proof. Dancing Panda. Oh my goodness, look at this little guy. Wow. $79. That's pretty cool. Oh, here you go. Seal box 10 year, $149. Straight bourbon's finished in Cabernet. And then same thing there. These are different though. You got batch 2 and batch 2, different price. Seems like they may have sold out of the Ambarana finish. All the Bardstown and barrel products. So look, last video, I got this for $19.99. Or I think I got it for 25 bucks. Boom. Crazy, huh? And then Angel's Envy. I'm going to open this because I want to see what is going on here. Straight rye whiskey finished French oak tequila barrels. We're going to shut that and never touch this again. Cool. Angel's Envy, can you figure out what you're doing, please? Can you please figure out what you're trying to accomplish here? Because your brand, don't understand it. No age statement, but you're charging $139 for single barrels. I mean, come on, learn the market. Oh, dude, there's the Burr Rye. See, I've been looking for this today. There's the Burr Rye, blend of straight whiskeys, $119. I think it's pretty much MSRP. And all the other High West stuff, but the Burr Rye. So now I'm in a pickle. I found the Burr Rye, but I also found a Jack 12. I think I want the Jack 12 more than the Burr Rye, because at least that's an age statement on the Jack 12. I do like High West. They are getting expensive, and I think I'm going to pass on the Burr Rye for now. And there you go, Jack 10, 12, and all that fun stuff right there. Man, Cream of Kentucky small batch cask strength, Fortaleza at Master's Keep. But I'm going to get the... What is this? Just straight smooth Ambler. Got some Dusties down here. An 11-year The Lost Barrel Elijah Craig. That's an old one. Elijah Craig, $89. Man, look. I would change my mind if this would get me a Jack 10. Maybe I could do some finagling here. I love trying to strike a good deal. Because I would buy the Larceny and the Elijah Craig and a Jack 10 and a Jack 12. Because an 11-year Larceny, an 11-year Elijah Craig barrel is hard to find nowadays. They're all going down to like 8 years. That's an 8-year, and it's the same price. That's the 11-year and a lower proof. I don't know. I'd love to see if I can't figure something out, because I would love to get one of those two. All right, I'm gonna do the Larceny and then a Jack 12. Now, look, I noticed this is not the same store pick as this one.
From the owner. He wanted to move that barrel,
so he wants to
which is
move
why he was
this
putting
one.
some of the limited ones out too. Yeah.
So there's no finagling
Yeah, I'm sorry.
for the 11, because that's a great
Yeah, no.
age statement, you know?
Correct.
Okay.
And it was like he had a cool story with the lost barrel, but
Yeah.
he was not worried about that one moving. He wanted
Yeah.
to get moved
The
those
8-year,
ones.
yeah. Well, I'll get the 12.
12.
Yeah, I'll get the 12. See, figured I'd try, right?
Yeah,
Why
it
not?
can't hurt.
Yeah. Do you have a sample of this?
I wish
No,
I did.
Not
I
anymore.
apologize, I do not. Yeah.
No worries.
We're coming down to the end of the run, but he, like you said, he wasn't worried about. Normally, when we get a new barrel and he'll open up a bottle.
Yeah,
And you were not in the rewards program, right?
I'm not.
Okay, so
no.
it'll be 223.62. May I trouble you for an ID as well, please?
No problem. So look at that. I saved. Well, I didn't save any money, but I did not spend $200 at the last store, which would be like $218 after taxes, and I spent $230 here, and I got 2 bottles out of it, and I got a highly allocated Jack 12-year, which is right here. Yeah, man. Look at that bad boy right there. Batch 3, very cool. Batch 3, 107 proof. Man, I've been chasing a Jack 12 for a while. I paid like $129 or something like that for it. I think that's okay. A 10-year, a year, $10, that's kind of like my motto. It kind of works out. The boy math is mathing. So awesome end to the trip here, guys. Excellent end to the trip. We're going to be filming in Orlando next week, so check us out for that video. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And as always, guys, Bourbon Hunter, out.